right, pulling us live.
And we're back to the second half of ADHD&D Academy, Chapter 3. Oh, lots of rhyming on this one. Looking for Dirk with a C. That's wrong. It's Dirk with a K. We couldn't have been more specific. Ball bearing count is accurate. That's good. It's good. This would... If we couldn't manage at least that.
I mean, at one point, I'm just going to take a fistful of ball bearings and throw them, and then we're going to have to go back and count every single one of them.
Oh geez, I forgot what show it was, but there was this one where they were making fun of vampires and be like, no, that's stupid. Vampires doesn't have to count every grain of rice. Like, I can just tell, like if I wanted to count them, I could, sure. Like, if here's one for sure, that's two, and then like starts like fully counting the entire thing of rice. But I like, no, I can stop anytime. Cool. Okay, so here we are in the swamp. We've went into a temple. We have explored, I want to say, less than maybe 15% of this map.
Maybe.
I think I made it too big.
There's
we got
a lot
all
of snakes.
The snake density in this map is really high.
It's stupid high.
I want to know what they're all eating.
For this area of the swamp.
Of course, we come during snake season.
Didn't you guys read none of the signs? Okay, great. So you guys are in the temple. You can see on the northern end these from where you guys are standing right there. It looks like what used to be a graveyard that's mostly submerged at this point. The tent is on the south side. You guys didn't come up the eastern side, but it looks like just vines, puddles, and then a little island filled with vegetation, and then a similar situation on the west. Yeah. What you guys want to do?
Well, where do you think he would be? Probably not in a graveyard, right? Like, he's dumb, but probably not that dumb.
I mean,
You guys
grave
don't know if
mushrooms?
he's dumb.
His wife said he was dumb.
Yeah, but what if she's dumb?
Well,
he may have just been judgmental. So I guess, yeah, we head out to the little outcropping here and take a look around. And you said there was a little island of vegetation?
That would be on the I was saying eastern here. There's like all these
like this thing?
fronds, yeah. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Do we have eyes on what looks to be that? Oh, like a drainage pipe over there.
That's what you can see from where you're at. Yeah.
Northwest or northeast. It looks like there's a pipe jutting out over there.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
We could head over that way. I guess I should zoom out so the viewers can see all the things we're talking about.
There also seems to be some light blue marking over to the left near the oak tree. It seems weird.
Can we
see
all the way to this structure up in the northwest?
You would be able to see there's something over there. I don't know how much detail you'd be able to.
Sure.
160 feet away? I mean, yeah, you'd be able to see. Okay. There's a stone structure. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Where were there are markings on the map that just said spiders?
Where was that building?
That building that he was just referring to.
Oh, okay.
The one with all them cobwebs in it.
Here there be spiders.
Yeah. Okay. Sick. Spideras?
Speeders.
What is
Wait a second.
Anything stand out about the grave area over here?
There's a bone.
Anyone find any of the mushrooms?
No.
Aranye.
Still looking for
Hixic
the mushroom.
arañas. Aranium? I don't know. I don't. Catholic school was a long time ago. You can, from where you're at, I would not say you would be able to see anything crazy odd about the graveyard. Unless you want a really high DC perception check.
Nah,
Where are these
I don't
little
think we need to go in the graveyard.
tiny things? Flowers.
Just flowers.
And you see the vines, so it's all difficult terrain. Water's difficult terrain as well. So
Is it deep enough water though that we could use Ragnar's boat?
no, you wouldn't need a boat for any of this area.
Okay.
Well, I say
You
we
can, if
make our way.
The map is pretty high resolution. If you can see the ground through the water, you can walk on it.
Okay.
There's certain spots where you can't, and that's where you'd need a boat.
There's that. There's
Okay.
also the little looks like man-made well or lake thing off to the west. Maybe we could head towards that. That might
Yeah.
be some cleaner water or something there.
Yeah.
Agreement. We make
Curious
our way
about
over
that.
there towards the.
Just got to be careful with this right here.
hmm
Mm.
Ooh, that's true.
So, well, at the very least,
we
we in
can.
agreement. Let's head west.
Okay.
West it is. Are we going to go through the water, or are we just going to take the viney?
Land route.
The foliage.
I would prefer the land route.
Yeah. Can we actually go? We have to go in the water at some point because like some of these rocks, I don't know if we can climb over.
Well, so the
Like, if we
vegetation
go-
also, so you have difficult terrain no matter which, almost except back the way you came, you have difficult terrain in like every direction.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we-
thinking that's
Just
a good
like
path right
Let's
there.
do that.
How'd you
Okay.
draw a path? Oh, is that the draw tool?
Yeah. How do I delete it now?
You have to use an eraser, but you can make a really big eraser to make it easier.
Hmm.
I think you can
Okay.
select it too and hit delete
Well, someone did it for me.
Yeah, clear drawings and yeah.
or that.
Okay. Then let's continue that way. Same buddy system as before.
All right.
Yep.
Sure.
Be front.
Cool.
We go slow. That way.
Keep a tight formation.
Type formation, gang.
Is this area water right here?
Beneath
Yeah,
the
there's
brush.
water and then there's a thin thing. You guys
Like right
can
here?
walk on the water. It's not it's swamp water. It's gross, but it's not.
That's all right. We're already wet.
Yeah.
Who wants to give me a piggyback?
Hop on.
I guess we just go around the big rock so we don't have to
Yeah,
climb
is
over it.
That's a rock there.
Yeah.
Is there anything that lives in that rock?
Ahoy, rock.
Maybe ask
Oh,
Dirk. Maybe,
go ahead
maybe
and
Dirk
give
lives in
me-
that rock.
You can give me a perception on the rock.
17.
17. What you do see is that there are where the rock meets the water, there is space for something to go under there. And as you guys, I'll say like you cast light or whatever to see, and you're able to see like reflecting back are two eyes
Watch out for alligators.
under
How
the,
big is the opening?
big enough for an alligator.
Can I try to break some rock to close the opening?
You could, or you could leave it alone.
Yeah, I say we leave.
Whoa,
Wait a minute.
I'm not trying to steer you towards
Have-
any specific
You-
action.
Wait,
So,
D&D before?
so we go a little bit more
But
south
If
around the rock.
if your reaction, oh, no, everybody stop. If your reaction to the only thing that has not immediately attacked you in this swamp is to attack it, it's going to be a short campaign. I'll play it out. I'll play it out with you guys. I'll do the
The math
roll.
is mathing.
But
He's not wrong.
no, but you see in there. This is clearly like the nest of a crocodile, and it's not coming out at you. So it's like, oh, we're just gonna kind of go around.
We kind of like should go a little bit more south.
Yeah, do we want to go investigate that
Around it.
boat and that little island down there?
Oh, south of here?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Sure.
through the
Somebody's
water.
gotta
What what are these? Are they like lily pads? Like really big lily pads right here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to push him to the side, but you can wade.
Okay. Do we want to head down there? Or do we want to first actually investigate the little man-made lake thing?
For the
I
whole
vote we
lake
go to the
source.
lake.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And we will continue back up.
Can we see this hole from here, from where we are?
You can.
I'm gonna do a quick check on the hole.
Maybe toss a ball bearing down there.
I'm
Maybe
such a
not go to
child.
the dark holes in the ground.
Just toss a ball bearing down there. I tell you, ball bearing with
What if-
light. That's the way we're gonna do this. That's the
At
way we're
this
gonna
point,
do this
I'll stand
campaign.
right in front of it then.
So I get close
We're
to
on
it,
a
and I
red-
just
Can
a
I
little bit
please
of
get a ball
distant, and I
bearing?
whisper, or
How many balls are you putting in the hole?
My doctor asked me that same question.
Why? What was the context?
doctor-patient
Unless the
confidentiality.
context is thinking about your therapist about compulsively putting balls in holes. I don't know why it would come up.
We probably should just skip this dark hole in the ground.
Well,
What if
No,
we
Dirk
don't-
fell in it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta make sure that
We should
Dirk's not
we
in
should
it.
put light in there.
True.
So I get kind of close by and gonna peek as best I can, and just Dirk, are you there? Pull down the hole to him.
Ooh.
Do you not
Uh,
check a ball bearing down there?
Give
No.
me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh,
I have not rolled above a 5.
Okay. Give me half a moment here. So jumping out of this hole in the ground is a giant rat.
So that's what the snakes are eating.
well, would I have to give one too since I'm closer to the hole than him?
I didn't. I thought he walked up and peered down the hole.
Well, on the yeah. Well, I'm right with him too.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Buddy system, you know.
Buddy system. 10.
10. Okay, so you both miss. The dexterity throw, but I'll say you had higher, so would you want to take an attack for Ores?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I will allow
That was
it.
kind of my intention.
Okay.
So this giant rat pops out of the hole, and it's going to bite at you for 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15 does hit.
Okay. So that's going to be 6 damage to you. And then the turn order is actually your first. So if we're keeping the same initiative.
Okay, so I'll get bit, and as soon as I get bit, I swing right back at it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Does a 5 hit?
It doesn't. Yeah, it jumps out. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I just swing at it just randomly, and yeah, it was more one of those like swatting around
Or,
type of thing.
sure. Any bonus action or anything?
Yes, I will try to smack you with the unarmed. So I am again.
How many
Have
key
it-
points do you
Oh,
have?
I'm so
That's
sorry.
what I was about to ask. I've used 2. I am not sure how that works.
It should be on your character sheet.
Not find.
I want to say it's got to be like 1 or 2.
It's
Well, I've used 2, so we'll go down to saying I have no more. And I would give a regular unarmed strike for my bonus.
Yeah, but it's under your actions, or you can look under features and traits.
Features and trades. There's a key points.
Yep.
No action. I have to do short rests to.
Right. So as you use them, if you check your boxes,
Oh, it's 2.
right. So you've used
So I have
2, so
none.
you would check it, and then the next time you short rest, you get them back.
Okay.
Okay. But you can do an unarmed. I believe you can do an unarmed strike without
Yes.
doing a key point.
Yes. I
Okay.
definitely can. Or I can. No, never mind. I can't do any of that. Yeah. Unarmed strike. There it is. Does a 12 hit?
12. Come on now. 12 hits. Yep.
Okay. And that will be for. Why is it keep? Wait, why did I do?
So
I
5
was- I-
bludgeoning damage.
I think I did fury blows. I was supposed to do unarmed strike.
Well, oh yeah. No, you did the unarmed strike to hit, but the damage you did for Fury of Blows.
That's just right here.
There's your unarmed. So okay, so 3 damage. Perfect.
3
Okay.
damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you're swinging fast, and you miss with your hammer, but you catch it with an elbow and clearly rattle its cage a little bit. It's going to be Sal's turn. Turn order is accurate, I believe. So
Okay. I am going to. Oh, can I even? I have 30 movement, and I have to move through 2 things of difficult terrain.
Yeah.
5, 15, 25. Yeah, I don't think I'll get. I think I can get to here, and technically I'm diagonal from the rat. Does that work?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will get here and just do an attack.
Okay.
Longsword attack. It's gonna be a 16.
16's going to hit.
Nice. Roll the damage. 10.
Nice. Okay. How do you want it to die?
I think this time I'm not just gonna wait on it moving around. It's a big enough target. I'm like running through the swamp, and then like the second I get out of the water, I like pick up more speed and I just lunge at the rat and like get it right through the torso.
Nice.
Like a full dive at the rat.
Okay. Yeah, and it is no longer on this mortal coil. You guys get the sense here that there's a lot of rats down there if you were to go in.
Oh,
I hope we didn't kill Dirk's rat.
that would be awkward.
It'd be worse if Dirk's rat killed us. So let's just go.
So back
So,
to
did you
the
guys
water.
see? Is he down there?
Seems like just a lot of rats.
I mean, are they eating him?
Couldn't
I
tell.
don't hear him screaming.
if they're eating him, he's already dead.
He's already been ate.
So if we
check.
don't find him, we can come back and check. But
Someone with dark vision look, because I ain't doing it. Okay. What's next, guys?
I think we walk over to the well area to
Yeah.
look at it.
investigate the zone.
Yeah, why doesn't everyone think about what information you want out of this area and what roles you guys would think for that? I obviously investigation, perception are top of that list, but if you have something maybe you want to know about the flora fauna, nature check or survival check would work. So, what do you guys want?
Can I do a survival check
You may.
to understand like the water? This place seems man-made, but I want to get an idea of like how that is impacted, like what animals or plants might be around here.
Absolutely. Hit me with a survival check.
Cool. 4.
Yeah. What I mean, on a 4, what you can tell is that it is a man-made pool that through some type of means, it has a very clearer type of water in it than what is surrounding it.
Hmm.
Cool.
And I also do a survival to try to see like if it was drinking water well.
Go for it. Yeah, like we were saying earlier, just take your swings, guys. Tell me
Yeah.
what you want, and I'll if you guys like, I want a survival check to do this, and I go, well, that'd be more insight. We'll switch it. No big deal.
7.
Yeah, 7. So similar information to Sal. It's man-made. The water's clean, but other than that, like we're under 10, so it's kind of like, was it designed this way? Like, is it a pool or is it like a ritual? It's like there's no clear indication because the only thing that's surviving is like the fact that there is like a stone ring and a pool. And what?
I wanna do a history check to try to see if like the architecture matches the one back at the temple and try to gain insight into maybe who built it or like what sort of people worshipped
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead
this
and just
deity.
go ahead and roll. Do the roll. Do the roll. Do the roll. It'll pop up. I'll see it. 12. So we're over 10. History.
Yes.
You can tell that based on the available data,
Hmm.
size, shape, cut of the stone, it's a dead ringer for the temple.
Okay.
And Catelyn's looking for bad guys, looking for monsters, creatures, snakes.
I'll do perception.
Natural 1 for a 3.
You're frankly surprised that there's been any creatures at all. You were told it was empty.
Right.
You were
What the hell?
at the last like tavern stop, you were chatting with somebody, and like this guy was like, "Yeah, I've been there. I cleared them all out," and you were like, "Oh, cool, okay."
Yeah. Thanks.
What else? I could burn another divine sense here if it's similar to the temple. Maybe it would give us a better idea of like what forces are at play here. Wouldn't help us find Dirk, I guess. But I'll do it.
Unless he's in the pool.
Yeah. I'll do a second divine sense to get an idea what's going on.
Okay, so divine sense, you are able to sense evil. It is the same type of thing as the temple in that it's ambiguous evil. Of my meaning is that it is coming from everywhere that the pool is, but nowhere specifically within that pool. So, you don't get any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you, but you do get you are getting the vibe of ancient evil from this pool, if that makes sense.
Okay. So let's not drink the water.
But it's clean water.
But it's
Mhm.
evil water.
It's still clean. Has everyone done a check? Or do you want? Oh no, you did. You got a perception. What are you looking for, my
Yeah,
friend?
I was doing perception as this is the source of clean water. I wanted to check and see if the comings of goings of animals in the area and if there's anything still around.
Okay, so we've done a couple of survival checks, but what I'll say is two things. You got over 15, and Sal has tipped us off to the fact that it is evil. So between those things, you're a little bit more dialed in when you do your perception check, and you are able to sense that like not only is it odd that a man-made structure is cleaning water out here, but that there are no animals near it. Like if this is clean water, that would be like this would be one of the most valuable spots in the swamp, the wet forest, and no animals are touching it.
I'm gonna
This water's
reiterate.
probably deadly.
I'm gonna reiterate Saul's mention of don't drink the water, guys.
Yeah, it could even just be that this water, with whatever evil magic is going on, is deadly, like it's a purifying evil in that it kills any living stuff that exists in the regular water of the swamp. so it stays clean and animals stay away from it because they've learned it's bad for them.
Can I take a leaf and throw it in the pond?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Does anything happen to it?
Well, it sinks, which
That's
is
weird. Leaves float.
odd.
Yeah.
Yep.
The plus that it
And,
didn't
and,
light
and
on
it goes
fire.
far
So
enough down that it basically sinks and you don't see what happens to it, but it shouldn't sink.
I'm gonna take like 4 steps back and be like, I don't think I like this.
let's give
Let's
this
not
thing
go
a
here.
wide berth.
Yep.
What if Dirk fell into the pool?
Well, then he's gonna stay there.
Someone should go check. Don't worry, I have a revivify scroll. You should go check.
I have a rope.
Okay. Well,
Moving on.
I don't see
Keep
him
moving
here.
up.
What's this? Is this a pool also?
You guys want to walk over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not anymore.
Do we see any
Throwing a
mushrooms
leaf in it.
around this area?
Yeah, you guys are pretty clear. Yeah, so you can see there is a darker shade of blue water that is seeping from the ground, and the area around it, so the land, the level of like the swamp is like at a certain thing, and then it goes up to dry ground, and then there's a dip in there, and from the earth, this dark, like viscous blue liquid is burbling up.
That's weird.
And it smells bad.
Slowly backs
What's
away.
it smell like?
So like
Like rot or
if imagine, like, like that nice fresh smell after it rains, but add like rotten eggs and like cabbage.
smells
Not
like
good
somebody
water
farted
either.
here.
Don't drink this water either.
Can I throw a leaf into this one?
Sure. So yeah, you'll throw a leaf onto it, and it's gonna be it's gonna land very lightly. It's gonna wait a second, and then poof, just burst into flames.
Oh.
Oh well.
Don't fall in that.
Told you guys that was possible.
All right. Well, starting to think Dirk is dead. Everything here is bad.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Let's,
Yeah, maybe we head over towards
mosey.
the little blue light.
Yeah.
Well,
Curious about that.
mhm.
Like this almost.
Take
Sure,
that
let's
route,
do
yeah.
it.
Oh, how do we clear it? Clear it. Clear it. So we really haven't touched the water. Oh well, never mind. Someone has touched the water.
Yeah, you guys. So you guys are crossing through the water now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Can I drop a leaf in this water and see if it sinks?
It's normal water.
Yay.
Normal
Ew.
swamp water. Okay.
Still don't drink it though, guys.
No.
Yeah, no uneventful crossing.
Is this thing wood or stone?
Stone.
Okay.
Looks
Mhm.
similar to the graves.
Looks like an outhouse up there, guys.
It looks like a tomb.
It looks very similar to the graves
will
we
go
passed
closer.
earlier.
And we'll say after these two things, you guys are it's approaching like evening now, right?
Okay.
Or like after lunch, we'll say early afternoon. Yeah, okay, so here, let me go ahead, roll. Okay, yep, nothing happens so far. what you approach, and it's like very this part is very much like being taken back by nature, right? And it's moss, lichen, like all the stone is like very, very old. You can, without rolling, you can tell it's the same type of stone as the temple and the whatever that well looking thing is. Only this one has been like cracked open. Um any which would be different than like an erosion looking thing, right? You'd be able to spot that without a perception check. But if you guys want to make any other checks on this, let me know.
Yeah, I want to try to figure out what this blue thing is.
You can give me a perception check.
Ooh,
22. Good
natural
shit.
20.
Natural
All right.
20.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you want to know?
What is this blue thing?
Okay.
What am I looking at?
So the term for it is a prismatic cog.
Hmm.
And these are used as essentially mana engines to power to power golems, constructs, those kinds of things. If you want like a nigh inexhaustible source of unfiltered mana, then look no further than the prismatic cog.
Huh.
That seems like a very valuable thing to be laying in a swamp.
It is a very valuable thing to be laying in a swamp. You would also know it's safe to pick up, touch. Like it would take serious magic to break the casing of one. It's actually twice as valuable from. Well, now I'll make you guys do a history check if you want to know about the history of a prismatic cob. But you do know it is valuable for sure.
We should take this.
Yeah.
Anybody can pick it up and add it to their inventory. It won't be removed from the map. But it's so valuable. It would be like walking through the what? So it's like that item itself is worth easily 1,000 gold.
Well, I can't use it for magic. Anyone with magic should probably take this.
Yeah, can I check the tomb thing that's broken open? Look what's inside.
Actually, I'm gonna put Jason on the spot. Orez, what is the school policy on any loot found over a certain value threshold?
Are you asking me to come up with something on the spot here?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I was like, decide what happens.
Oh man, the recent drama around college sports players makes me think that I'd like to live in a world where students got to keep their findings. Um, However, I do believe that something of this importance will definitely need to be reported and then ultimately be up to the school to decide what happens with it. We definitely want to take it back with us, but um, it probably not something that we're going to be able to keep for ourselves.
Wait, why not?
Well,
But we
items of
found it.
this, yeah, we did find it,
Finders
but
keepers.
we got to stick to the rules, stick to the books, and report it because it's definitely out of place here, and they may have to send more investigations to why exactly this wound up here.
Maybe we give it to the school and try to boost our rankings.
It's kind of like
We
if you're
found
out for a
something so
walk
nice.
and you found a wallet with a lot of money in it.
Then you go and buy dinner.
You take the cash.
We
and
go
then
to them
You
and
take
let them.
the
Say you
cash and
found
then you
it.
say, "Hey, I found an empty wallet."
We go and we're like, hypothetically, if we found a certain item,
Okay.
If we get caught with
Does
this, it's a
anyone
quick
want to roll
route to
Does anyone want to
expulsion.
roll on the nature of the prismatic cog
I'll roll.
now, or shall we move on?
I'll roll. Do a history check, maybe.
Sure. History,
And a nat one.
natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for Well, your people were fairly isolated, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're actually not
Some more than
100%
others.
sure what this is at all. Like you're like you
Yeah.
just know, yeah, not too much info from Elwin. Okay, all right. What's next, my guys?
Do you want me
I
to?
wanted
The
to check.
broken.
You guys want me to pocket the
Yeah.
cog?
Yeah, I think you hold on to it for now.
I'll take care of it.
No.
Yeah.
Guys,
No.
it's going in my
You can-
report.
Fine. You can have it. Just give it away. Give away our valuables. That's fine.
No.
Things like this are dangerous.
Yeah, if we get caught not putting this on our report after the adventure here, that's quick grounds for expulsion.
No. But if they don't know,
Then something
How
bad
will they
might
find out?
happen.
We change the title of the campaign and we move on. Now we're thieves. Like,
And
So what?
something like this isn't here by accident, and we need to let the right people know, because I mean, we might have to come back out and do further investigation. Maybe not us, but
I do you know what we should do for like a Patreon bonus of like we should do like test the prep of like run a one shot where it's like the players are like kind of like on bad behavior on purpose of like we are going to dig into this barkeep's backstory. We are getting involved in his life. Okay. Good. What now?
was there an item?
Okay, so
for
you guys
the...
got the spider room.
Are we looking in
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to look in the tomb to see if there's anything else in there.
There's nothing else in there.
No? Okay.
Oh,
Kellen's curious about this big
The problem
dead.
is so this orb thing, if I put it in there, you wouldn't see it at all. So I had to put it out a little bit so you could see it, because you can't. When I'm making it in Dungeon Alchemist, you can like 3D move the map around. So we'll get there. Don't worry.
Mhm.
We're gonna get pretty slick. All right, cool.
So
yeah.
what's up with this tree next to us? It's a big dead tree.
It is a
See a spider
massive
web?
oak tree with lots of spiders,
Okay.
spider webs. Sorry, the spiders are implied with the spider webs.
Usually.
do we go around
This
it?
seems to be
There's
the only
smoke.
dead tree in the area. Is there something specific up with this tree, or like why is it dead?
It's a good question.
You're asking the right questions. I don't know if we want the answers.
Do you
Well-
want to do a nature?
Sure.
Want to do a nature?
Sure. Catelyn has lived her entire life in a. Oh, she got a 16. All right.
Hey, 16.
I know
So
trees.
over 15, you would know that. I don't know if this is 16. So okay, well, for nature for 16, what I will say is that one of the few elements in Catelyn's life of like one of the times she was like in one of her clean moments. So she felt okay to like actually walk into like a type of store that had like kid stuff in it. And she saw a children's book and she saw oak trees in it. And what she realized compared to the other trees is like how deep oak tree roots grow.
Hmm.
So that would be what you would notice as what you would think to be the difference of like all this other lush vegetation is fine, but this is a lot smaller. Like it's very frondy, but
Right.
nothing is above a certain height. But this oak tree is by far the tallest thing around, but it's completely dead.
Okay. I think I would point that out to everybody. Like, so this is the only tree and it's dead. I wonder if something's like corrupting the deep underwater. Like maybe that's where that blue water down here is from. It's from deep-
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Could be.
There's also some more pools of water up near the tree. Like you can see them seeping out the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do I see any movement in the tree? Like, are there spiders up there?
Um,
Giant spiders, I mean, not
Well,
just normal spiders.
we'll take a perception check, sure.
You count
20. Pretty
Oh,
35 tiny spiders.
Yeah.
I love how you preface this with like she's been in the city her whole life.
Yeah.
But that actually makes sense because like
Spiders live in the city.
people that have lived in nature, like they're used to seeing things, but like you're like, what the fuck is everything?
Yeah, kind of.
So you're looking at this tree and you don't know what you're looking for, so you're just taking in every detail and you're looking at it, and then all of a sudden you start to realize like, oh, some of the branches that you thought were moving in the wind, like there's no wind. What are they moving? And then you realize like one of the branches kind of like stands up, and like you realize it is a spider that looks completely like a tree, and like it's like so camouflaged, and it like basically moves to a different position and like resettles, but like, and like nobody else saw it.
Definitely point that out. Like, stay away from the tree. There are giant camouflage spiders.
Okay.
Look at the tree. Like, what?
No, look, I saw it
just
moved, I swear.
branches.
Right there. It's right. No, it stopped.
we go around the tree.
It's like you're looking at the tree talking to somebody facing you, and you're like, no, 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 and every time they turn, it like stops.
Is there any
Okay.
opening in the tree that we could see?
I'll take a perception.
Ooh, 7.
No, you can't. I mean, from where there's enough foliage at the base of the tree, you really can't get a sense of like, it's big enough to like have a small room, but you can't tell from where you're at.
Do I see any Dirk with a K sized spider web cocoons hanging from the tree?
None.
Oh.
No.
Okay, good.
You don't need to roll for that. There's no cocoons at all.
Good.
Dirk size or otherwise.
Okay, so we can keep distance from the tree, but maybe make our way over towards the spider house.
Graveyard.
One of these, like,
Oh, yeah.
kind of around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll go in front again.
And Ketlin's got an arrow on the string watching for those spiders to make a dangerous move. As long as they stay up in the tree, she's not going to do anything. But if they like jump down at us,
Okay. Go ahead and everybody give me a perception check.
7 from
Aha!
me. There you go. Nice.
18.
21.
Okay. So Ragnar and Sal both notice now know, and you know because Ketlin told you. I don't know if you believed her or not, but whether or not you believed her, now you can see it, and they are repositioning themselves and starting to orient like where you guys are.
I pull out my shield and go one hand with my warhammer. And I kind of like point it towards the tree a little, just in case. Should we keep going this way or go this way to see like
We should
the
stay
opening?
as far away from the tree as we can, I think.
Yeah, I think continue towards that door. I think,
This one.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ragnar keeps eyes on the tree while I kind of keep eye on where we're going to see if there's anything there.
Is there like on this rock right here, kind of like we're learning from the alligator rock? Do we see like a burrow or anything under it?
No, you don't see any
Okay,
burrowing.
I'll stay a little behind.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
Surprising, we haven't found any mushrooms.
I've been looking. I don't see them on the map.
Maybe they're inside the spider den.
Yeah, I do see a little thing next to the tree. Curious what
This thing here. Oh, that one.
Moment I thought these were the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Do we have any sense of like if they're like a different color mushrooms or just like brown mushrooms?
You don't. She didn't think they existed at all, so you're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's some like brown
there's
black things over to the left of the tree.
like a brown orb.
It's also whatever this
green.
blue thing is here too.
That's probably water, right? Just seeping up from the ground.
No.
You'd
This-
have to get closer.
That almost looks
We're
like-
not going to the tree.
I don't know. Too bad there are spiders there. We'll never find out.
We could just burn the tree down.
Yeah.
Just start a forest fire. I
Yeah,
suppose it's a wet forest. It would
it's
be
a
pretty
wet
wet.
forest, so anything dry will burn, which is just this tree.
What's a
You know what's
dead
crazy?
tree?
You know what's crazy about the wet forest is it never rains.
It is crazy.
How's it
Crazy.
wet? Like where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Anyway.
As we approach this building, I want to see if I can either peek in or get a perception, do some check to see if there's any movement inside or anything like that.
So there is a window here and here.
Before we go in, though, can anyone heal me a little bit? I'm down like 6 points.
I could
Or
give you
should
the
we
rest.
save that?
I could give you the rest of my lay on hands. That's only 5 more, but I could do that.
That'd be good.
It might be wise to hold on to some lay on hands.
Okay.
Because like if somebody goes down, you just put one lay on hand into them and then they come back up.
That's
I've
good
got
point.
some. I've got some healing light that I could use. Do that on you.
If it gives more than 6, I think we should hold off.
I have a pool of 3d6. So yeah,
Do you do maybe 1d6?
we can potentially do 6.
And
Yeah,
that's
if
only
I-
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We'll hold off. I'll muscle it up for now.
If I throw a heal your way, it might be a very big overheal.
Yeah. All right. Nope. I'm good. I have my shield up. We'll keep pushing.
Okay.
So definitely want to keep our eyes on these spiders as we approach the other spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staying back watching the tree as we go that way.
I'll go ahead and do my perception check through. I don't know which window would be better. I guess this one gives me a full view of that one room.
I'm going to be
So
up there with
Well,
Saul.
so you'd have to climb over the rock to get there.
Oh, okay. I can do that. That's athletics.
Well, so now the rock is elevated and the tree is elevated.
Don't go close to those spiders.
We know that there's giant spiders in the tree. Well, we don't know. We actually, yeah, no, you do because you did that perception. There are
Yeah, I know.
giant spiders in that tree.
Mhm.
If you are presenting yourself as a target by climbing over this rock, just they're watching you.
Mhm. Okay,
So, can spiders jump?
that's true. Suppose they could. All right, I'll just do my check through this window then, so I don't have to climb up. Or do I have to climb up for this window
No,
as well?
that one you don't. That one you don't.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not trying to talk you out of it because I'm kind of curious to see what would happen.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you can do your perception check through that window.
Okay. 12.
12. You're over 10. All you can see are, so there's not too much light in there, but the light that is coming in through the windows and the open doorway, you can see it is just chock full of spiders.
Okay.
Big spiders or normal size spiders?
Normal spiders in this sense are 5 feet.
That's
What?
not normal.
So the
Where are
giant
you
spiders
from?
are no,
Oh.
I'm just kidding. They're not that big, but it is full of spiders.
Okay.
At
And
least
all I see are just spiders. I don't see any like wrapped up cocoon things either. I guess maybe
You
not for a
wouldn't
12.
be able to tell, yeah.
Okay.
so we
All right.
skip this tip.
Well,
There's another window over by the water. We could peek through there and maybe get a
This
better
one?
view. The one over, I don't know how to do the fun little pointing the thing out thing.
This one?
Right click and ping
The
everyone.
ping, yeah.
Left click and
Or
hold.
just click and hold.
Well, click and hold.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, nice.
This one.
Oh, I can't
Just
see that.
this one over here.
How did you see that?
This one? I can see it, I think,
Oh, you can
through
see it through a different window. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That looks like it has more of a view to a bigger room, so that could be worth checking out.
What about this one over here?
Are you moving your character there?
Ketlin's
there's
gonna
also-
say, do you want me to like oh, you saw whole bunches of spiders. I don't like that. Yeah,
wait.
Ketlin will go over here and look.
I wanna clear this up. Nishant was right here. Are you moving your character right in front of an open doorway?
No, I'm near the windows. These windows.
Okay. Well, I'll just make sure. What's the pathing that you guys are doing? Because
Over here.
yeah, because you came up around this side.
We should close this door.
How are you gonna close it?
Slowly and quietly.
Okay. Okay, so we're moving quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Catlin, go ahead and roll up to this window.
Mm-hmm.
And you look in. Go ahead. Did you do perception already?
I haven't. I can.
Buddy system. Buddy system.
Natural
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
All right. What do you want to know about this room?
Well, I'm definitely looking for big spiders, big scary spiders.
Stay in
No
here.
big
But I'm-
spiders, lots of tiny spiders.
Okay. I'm mostly looking for people, for humans.
There's a lot of webbed up shit in there. Could
Okay.
be people, could be stuff.
Do I hear anybody moving that's not a spider?
No.
And these are pillars, right?
Yep.
And is there like, are these stairs down or are they just, what are these stairs?
Those are like just ruin furniture.
Okay.
Yeah, stone ruins.
Okay. That's about it. All I need to, I can know.
I
Wait, what's that?
wonder, do we want to? We probably don't want to fight them in there because then we're walking through a bunch of cobwebs. We're like in their space, very confined. If we could try and draw the spiders out so Caitlin could go sneak in through the window and search around while the rest of us are fighting the spiders.
if we pull the spiders out, I have a feeling that we're going to also have a second front with the spiders on the tree.
You
Yeah.
don't make too much noise for them. and they'll
Maybe
start-
they're allies, but maybe they're
walking.
enemies.
Ah,
We're in a spider
road
turf
spiders
war.
and tree spiders.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we need to go in here at all?
I mean, we gotta check.
Okay.
But as you guys were walking up, I have also been rolling. Like, you don't have any indication that Dirk went this way.
Right.
We haven't had any
So
indication
We don't
that
have any
Dirk's going
indication
anyway.
that he's anywhere in this swamp.
You guys came in. You went up to this temple. You found his campsite, but no indication as to where he went from there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you followed the land to the well, and then up here. So there's still good sections of the map that you guys have not looked through. I mean, I'm not trying to steer you one way or the others. If you want to fight some spiders, we'll fight some spiders.
I'll remind the group. I'm like, that broken down boat might have been a good idea to check out.
Oh, yeah,
We can
didn't
head.
check that.
We can head back down.
Yeah, so from what you can tell, the graveyard you guys didn't walk through. There's an island that's like full of vegetation. There's a drainage pipe system
Mhm.
leading to something. Yeah, there's it looks like more ruins. You guys kind of went to the hole where there was a giant rat, but then you
Skipped it.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. We can make our way towards the drainage pipe. We're already up on the northern side anyways. Just need to cut across all the open water and vegetation.
Mm-hmm.
and also, I mean, clearing out the spiders is also not the worst thing in the world either. I'm just
Yeah. Do spider webs burn?
Guess that depends on the spider.
yeah.
It's a fire spider.
Skyrim logic told me yes.
And
Oh, are you
Captain-
asking like mechanically?
I mean, mechanically, I know that the spell web burns,
Yes.
but I don't know if Catelyn would know that spider webs are super flammable.
I don't know.
Well,
You can roll a survival or
The one consideration I'd
Okay.
make is if they are flammable, and our unfound friend Dirk is currently wrapped in one.
Right.
The quick way to
Then he's screwed.
barbecue
Yes.
the guy we're trying to find.
It's a 2 on a survival, so no idea.
you know, if you get something hot enough, it'll catch fire.
Yeah.
That's just science. So
Yep.
Yeah. Well, my other thought is we're getting later in the day. We need some place to set up to rest. I don't know if we trust the campsite that Dirk had because there were snakes attacking
Snake-filled
it
campsite?
constantly. This is a structure that if we cleared out, we could use as a campsite.
True. It is right
Just-
underneath a tree full of other spiders.
We would have to clear out both because the commotion would probably bring these bigger spiders. What if this is like the nest and this is where the parents are?
Could be. Like these are the babies in here.
Yeah.
If we start a fight, yeah, maybe. We're at the top of the map here. Obviously, there's more to this swamp. Is north of here just more swamp?
yeah, it like you can tell the ruins end and it becomes just vegetation.
Okay.
Which is it's out of your search area that your pre-investigation had.
Sure.
All right, guys, we are rolling into this. Will be the last sort of exploration you can do before nighttime. What is on your mind?
I asked around like who has like dark vision and low light vision and stuff like that real quick.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Because I let them like, hey, it's getting dark. Who can see at night?
I just have light spells
Mm-hmm.
I have
Hey,
dark
and
vision. too,
torches.
so-
Plenty of torches.
One more
Yep.
map.
Well, I mean, we could head over to this island and set up camp.
We could. I feel like it might still be well, we'll set up a watch regardless.
Yeah.
A
Um,
smaller one.
I do feel like we may want to stay at Dirk's camp.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason if he comes out here often that he chose that area and set up, and if he comes back, then we'll be there.
True.
You
I'm
did
also
leave a
worried.
note.
I did leave a note, but I'm also worried that he's in danger somewhere and we don't find him.
Well, yeah.
okay.
We could kind of cut just straight to the grave and then through the temple
Yeah.
because
Go
we
Yeah.
didn't check that
island
area
and-
out.
Yeah.
Before we
Okay.
go disturbing the spider nest, maybe we do a full sweep on the area, then head back.
Or we toss a torch in there and run like hell.
Yeah.
No, let's not do that.
All right.
But it sounds like we want to head back to camp.
Yeah. But we
Okay.
should get something out of it while we're going back.
Listen, there is nothing that I would love more than for you guys to accidentally trigger this spider thing, because I have so many tokens ready. So, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go to the water.
Not trying to steer you one way or the other, but
The other option is Ketlin goes in with some stealthiness and tries to sneak past everything.
that's
Sneak past those spiders? I don't think so.
You trigger one little web.
Okay. So we'll go back down through the water towards the graveyard.
We're gonna go like this down.
Yeah. I guess we can go straight across, yeah. Okay.
We'll do a quick check over at the drainage pipe too.
Sure. As long as we're on the way. Is there anything on this island?
there are. You guys have been in the swamp for a little bit, so
Like
like
this.
the stumbling into things is not going to happen as often. You do see creatures, but you're able to like move kind of around them enough
Okay.
that you don't trigger anything. But
Okay. And these are rocks, not ruins?
right. Mm-hmm.
I'll stay kind of in front. Are we heading towards the drainage a little or
Yeah.
just
I
straight
mean,
to camp?
Then we
we're
got
here.
the
We might as well.
graveyard right
Okay.
south of us.
Is this a wall right here?
It's a sunken wall, so it's flooded, but you see it goes down from where you're at. It's full and filled with swamp water. Go ahead and give me, if anyone wants, give me a perception check.
I'll go.
Okay.
Ooh. 9.
5.
Okay. 17 with Ores. Who am I missing? Anyone? Okay, so
I'm gonna
Oh,
keep my eyes on the behind us. Watch for anything tracking us, chasing us, anything like that.
yeah, what you'll notice on your 21 is that like the reason you haven't stumbled into like creatures and like this sort of like nocturnal changeover type thing is like in the dusk there's like this kind of moment where it's like nocturnal things are waking up and diurnal things are like going to sleep, so you're less likely to bump into stuff during this time anyway. But the other thing is that like creatures that run around during the day don't really fuck with the things at night, so like they're kind of like giving people if you're walking around at this time of day, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, they're walking around. They know what they're doing, I assume, because I don't walk around at night. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's what you get happening in the foliage that you guys just walked through. For 17 for this drainage pipe, you can see this is very much of the same ruins, of the same stonework and ruins that you guys have been walking through. So whenever this stopped working is when this area started getting flooded, and that's and then a wet forest emerged from there. Also, you see on this far bank on this side, broken eggshells, like lizard eggshells.
Oh.
So you know for sure there is lizards that are nesting in that pipe.
Velociraptors?
Velociraptor, sure. It's a velociraptor lizard. It's terrifying because it looks so friendly.
Yeah. What is to the east of here? Like off the map that way? Like where does this pipe come from?
It goes into the ground, so you can't see the source, and there's nothing like in the distance indicating like, oh, it's going to that pump house.
Okay.
So it's sort of like an outlier in this sense of like, oh, well, this is more ruins, but then when you
Right.
go further afield, it's off of your map, and it's just more wet forest.
Okay.
Mhm.
Weird.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
And
with
no
the,
sign of Dirk with a K?
Nope.
so with knowing that there's lizards, or the thought of knowing, we should just head towards camp. Like,
Yeah. We
Yeah.
probably don't want to
Or
spend
fight
the night
the
with the
giant
lizards.
lizard.
Yeah. One
it
of
turns
those.
out to be a dragon, a lizard with wings.
In the event that it is a velociraptor, let's maybe not.
Yeah.
So we're gonna investigate this graveyard kind of now, right?
Okay, sure.
We should definitely do that at night instead of during the day.
You guys
Okay,
have.
we
I'm not
skip
gonna
it.
catch you like, oh, night fell. You weren't paying attention. You have to like. I'll say you guys need
Castlevania
to
style.
move along before you do that.
Mhm.
We still got some light, real quick. Should we do
Mhm.
it or
Yeah, we're here.
Sure.
all right? Yeah, let's investigate the tombs, I guess. The tombstones.
Okay. Go ahead. Figure out what kind of check you want to, or what you're trying to ascertain from this area, and give me the roll.
Looks open. So I want to
Okay.
do a survival on see if there's anything in here.
Okay.
Like,
What's the survival?
uh,
Can you explain your thought process to me, please?
because if there's something in there, I want to make sure I'm ready to jump out the way or
Oh, like
attack.
being aware of. Okay, yeah.
Being aware.
Go ahead and roll survival.
Aha.
Boom,
Good
16,
stuff.
dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, so there's nothing currently inhabiting this area. It's all difficult terrain and very, viney under the water and above the water too. It just all sucks. This it's so worn down that it doesn't provide you very much information, but it is very much like there are no signs of life or that anything has like nested here in the graveyard area.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn my last divine sense for the day.
Okay.
See if that feeling of evil also exists in the graveyard or anything.
It does. So the difference in this area is that like where it's bound to the temple, it's bound to the graves. So the area in between the graves is not evil or giving you any evil sense. You also don't get within this 60 feet area. You don't get any like evil creatures lurking nearby.
Okay.
It's more like, and it's consistent with your other divine senses of like it's like an ancient forgotten evil. That it's like the energy's just so kind of hanging around, but it's like there are no cults that are meeting here secretly to perform profane experiments on the living
Okay.
type stuff.
And like for the open grave and that kind of stuff, is there like any other sense of evil within it? Like if there's any bones or anything, or is it like the grave itself is what produces the feeling of evil?
That's a good question. That's very good. It's the stone itself.
Oh, okay.
It's not the bones.
So not even necessarily that evil people were buried here, but there was some evil method of burial.
The rocks are evil.
Or the
Is there any
construction.
Be evil.
engravings on the stone?
Yeah. So there's Well, you have to do a history check to try to read it.
I will do a history check.
Yeah, I go. I can't understand. I don't have good knowledge in history. Can someone check that knows history?
Elwin got a 10. So you aren't able to specifically, well, you aren't able to specifically identify it, but on a 10, what I will say is that you are able to make out the word Vashra, which, if you remember in your first trial, one of the stones said, "Powerful indeed, Ashra, to move the very earth."
Mm-hmm.
And so this one reads something, something, something Vashra, something, something, something dog side. Something, something complete. Yep. That's what you get with your 10 on the dice. Who
Okay.
wants to check on something else? That's nice.
I'm over here by this one. Is that sticking out of the water there?
A little bit.
Is there writing on this thing?
Yep.
Are there names?
There
Like,
are. Yeah.
Is Bill,
Yeah.
Lord of the Swamp?
Here
Or is
lies.
it Dirk with a K?
Yeah, here lies Dirk.
You
Found
guys
him.
ever been to Haunted Mansion at Disney? They're all puns, all of them. Every it's an amusement park. You see a tour passes through.
You guys
Yes.
seen Dirk?
There are names. The names wouldn't have. I would need. What kind of check are you trying to do? History. You
So
want
just trying to
information?
read
See if
it.
it triggers anything.
Sure, history.
Okay. Like I'll tell you what the 8. Yeah, so no like historical figures or anything like that pops out at you, but like some of the names you can read parts of them, some of them you can read the entire name. But the rest, like, and only because of like that test, which I would say that based on your 8, the more interesting aspect of like, why was it in a simulated test and in real life?
Right. It's weird.
You know what I mean? So I would say that would be the more the weirder thing than any like, oh, there's Bill Stockton, you know, which those aren't the names, but
right. Yeah. Are the names what I would associate with ancient names, or are they names that are still around?
Ancient, very much ancient. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we head back down to camp and kind of reconvene, talk about what we've seen today.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oh.
So before that,
We're
I'd
gonna go.
like to take my my check. I'm just gonna look for
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
signs of Dirk, because getting late in the day, we spent the whole day searching and we've only found the campsite with no other signs. So I'm trying to see if there's anything that's been moved, disturbed recently, dust patterns, whatever I can pick up to show if there's been some movement in this area.
Absolutely. So on your 12, what I'll say is that it's kind of in a flip situation of like there is the opposite of that, of like you don't even see like claw marks from creatures walking over these like graves and stones, which is odd a little bit, but not that crazy. And then yeah, but no signs of any Dirks.
All right, then I think all we can do is go back to the campsite.
Are we gonna go from the outside of it?
What's that token I see there?
Dang it, Dirk! You've
I
been here the whole
Dirk with a
time.
K.
He got our note.
Hey, you.
Y'all didn't check in the tent.
Yeah, we did.
I did.
But you didn't check the sleeping bag in the tent.
I was too distracted by the fine craftsmanship of the tent.
Yeah, no. So you round the corner, and you see a guy sitting at the cook fire with some stew going, and looks up and he's like, "Hey, did y'all leave this note?"
Dirk with a K. How you doing?
No, I'm doing all right. I mean, I saw this note here. I can't read, but I just figured somebody was by and they might be by again.
Classic Dirk.
I'm just kidding. I can read that. What? That's, you know what? The fact that y'all just believe me is classist.
I mean, why would somebody lie about that? Of course I believed you.
It's a weird thing to lie about, Dirk.
Yeah. I
Hey,
feel like
man,
you're
gotta
making
stay on your
assumptions about
toes.
us.
Hey, I don't know if you've been around here much. It's dangerous out here. You got to stay on your toes. You got to lie. You got to lie with your body. You got to lie with your intention. You got to keep them guessing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, this place kind of
Snakes?
sucks, Dirk. What are you doing out here?
I tell you. Well, listen. It's not safe to speak out in the open like this, okay? Because they are listening at all times. You understand me?
The snakes?
You found the snakes?
Yeah. They found us.
Where would you? Well, where? Yeah, that's what like. So, did y'all kill my snakes?
We got
No?
attacked by some snakes. I don't know
They
whose snakes
actually
they were.
kind of killed themselves on Salvador's sword.
They just kept jumping onto my sword blade. It was very strange.
Very,
So, okay, so let me just see if I
suicidal
understand
snakes, like-
myself correctly. I leave my precious poisonous snakes to guard my camp, and y'all are mad that they attacked you walking into someone else's camp?
Well, to
May-
be fair, I shouted, "We mean no harm," and then we got attacked.
Did you shout it in common or snake?
I don't speak snake, and I think it's classist that you assume that I do.
Also, like,
Well-
this isn't like a campground area. Like,
I
Who
appreciate
knew what was
the
happening here?
deflection. This is my house. I live here.
your wife questions that decision.
You didn't tell her where I was, did you?
You told us where you were.
You didn't say shit. I can see it in your eyes. You didn't say shit, and you're not gonna say shit, or else I'll sick my poisonous snakes on you. Get them.
We already killed them.
They might
Shit.
already be. You gotta get some new snakes. Why are you hanging out with snakes? It's beside the point. That's off track. Off track.
Man.
So we.
No.
Bessie.
I kind of eye the soup and see if there's enough for more than one person.
Bessie's
Bessie's-
dead.
She's in a better place. Let me
I don't
go.
think so.
I'm gonna go collect the snake corpses off the ground.
Snakes don't have a heaven.
I kind of look at the soup, see if there's more than one portion.
There's more than one portion.
So I solemnly
snake
bring
in the
back
soup?
the snake corpses
There's, snake,
if they're still
It's
there.
snakes too.
there's clearly snake in the soup.
Are you eating poison?
Are you eating Bessie?
That you'd have to do a check for.
I'm just gonna abstain. I'm not gonna. I'll eat my rations.
I'll eat it. Poison doesn't affect me.
You're just gonna steal soup?
No, I'm like, I'll ask for a bite.
It's
All right,
late. Do you
so,
mind if
yeah,
we
he'll
share your
come-
campsite?
He'll calm down after a little bit and be like, "Yeah, I guess." So she sent you to get me finally.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
doing out
Yeah.
here? You said you like mushrooms.
Well, I was gonna get some mushrooms. Yes, that's true. Then I found a swamp puppy, and I was taking care of him because he was so little, just a little guy, you know.
Swamp puppy. You mean
That's an alligator.
an alligator?
Oh.
Sounds just. It's an alligator. Fuck me, it's an alligator.
Where's the alligator, guys? I'm glad we didn't kill any alligators. So that's
No, we didn't.
We're-
Yeah.
We left your swamp puppy alone.
No, I know you. Well, you might have could, but I didn't. You didn't kill. You didn't kill Bill. That's what I named him.
It's a good
Where's
name.
Bill?
Oh, he's
It's a good
around here
name.
somewhere. Billy boy.
Does he like
Where
to
you
hide
at,
under
little
rocks?
boy? You hear. So yeah, he shouts, and then changing the name.
Bill the swamp puppy.
It's William. My friends call me William.
Oh, it talks. Whoa.
Yeah, yes. Very good. And so bounding up
Turns
out
out.
of the water, this giant well, I say giant, it's normal size. JK, it's giant. Comes up
Oh, he
and
looks
is like
friendly.
wagging his like little tail.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, there's Bill. That's good boy. And he's scratching him and playing with him.
I take a piece of jerky from my rations and throw it to Bill.
And go ahead. Let me see. Does he catch it?
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, you see, like he eyes the jerky and like stands up on his tail, and like his massive crocodile head like goes with like this kind of like deftness that you're not like expecting out of something so big, and just like delicately like snaps it out of the air with his jaws. But it also like makes that huge clacking noise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's a good swamp puppy?
Can we
Me.
pet him?
Me, I am. I'm a good swamp puppy. I forgot that he
Sure.
talks.
Is Dirk just a really good ventriloquist?
That would require perception.
I don't want to know. I prefer to believe.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are at his camp. He smells terrible. And that is what's happening at the moment.
All right, so I guess we're gonna
So
ask
Dirk,
him
what
a
do
little
you?
bit about his wife. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Dirk, what are you doing here? You've been gone for a long time. Your wife
Yeah,
said.
no, I told you, man, because you got to keep away from that, because they are listening and they are watching you constantly.
Who's listening?
Who isn't these days? Can I tell you what? Like,
Yeah.
look, okay, they have been after me for years.
Hmm.
Why?
So why? If I tell you they're going to be after you too, my friend, I gotta protect people that I come across. I can't just burden people with knowledge.
No, man,
Oh,
because they're
That's why I
after
don't
us
burden
too.
myself with knowledge.
what if we could help?
What if you know what the last person asked help did? I don't know either, because they left.
They might still be out there trying to help. We are
This-
a group from the Academy of Dungeon Hunters.
What's that?
You don't know the school? The Academy of Dungeon Hunters.
Now, you're saying I see. I know
Guys,
what
you guys
those.
help me out here.
I know what two of those words mean.
How long have you been out here, Dirk?
I'll tell you, it feels like a while.
I mean, we're
Feels
getting
like a
that.
while.
We're getting that.
First time I came out here, I was 7. I came out with my pappy, and he showed me the tips and tricks and how to survive. Because
Yeah.
he said when they come for us, and they will be coming. You know, um,
Who's
and
they?
well, in his case, he was referring to the banks, and he was correct. They did come. They did come.
Hmm.
They killed him
Ugh.
dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I don't think about it too much because it makes my brain hurt.
Fair. Well, so your wife said you came out here for mushrooms, but you didn't come out here for mushrooms. You came out here to hide from
Well,
them.
if you find them, it's always a plus. But I'm not coming out into the goddamn swamp for fucking mushrooms, my
Okay.
brother.
I mean, that does make more sense.
But wouldn't you come out to the wet forest for mushrooms?
Now the wet forest mushrooms, those are good. Those are good. Those swamp mushrooms fucking suck, and they know it. But this here pats the ground. This here wet forest, I tell you, it's got all kinds of bounty if you know where you look. But don't drink blue water if you come across it.
Oh yeah,
That's the important thing.
I think we figured that out. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's very
did you?
evil.
Yeah, it seems pissed off. you know. And I don't like looking at water thinking that it has that kind of emotion. So I avoided it because it made my brain feel funny.
Right.
hmm
Hmm.
Had some good instincts. So you've been out here for a while. Do you know anything about the ruins and the spider tree and everything else about out here?
Oh, Spider Village. You guys been to Spider Village?
Yeah.
I mean,
We
we
walked by.
Oh, you walk. Yeah, because you don't want to walk in there.
checked out the neighborhood. We don't think we're gonna move there though.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I think I found the good spot. I mean, here seems to be all right, but like, I tried one time. I tried sleeping out in a tree, um, and then I woke up back here. So I think I'm supposed to be here.
Huh.
Yeah,
Are you sure that Bill didn't bring you back?
I'm pretty sure because usually, like, because it was like I feel like it was some type of fairy bargain because I went to sleep out there in a tree, and I woke up and I didn't have one of my feet.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You never
And it
found
was
the
like
foot.
it wasn't bleeding or nothing. Like that was the crazy part. Is like it was just gone. And then it started like I had a full 2 days where I was like questioning if I had ever had a foot. You know what I mean? That's how like abrupt it was gone. I was like, now is this a dream or am I just remembering having a foot when I didn't, you know?
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dirk, have you tried to leave the wet forest since you got here?
Yeah, I can leave whenever I want.
Okay.
Do you want?
No, it's
Okay.
great here. No one's yelling at me to do stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, so what about your wife?
Who? Oh, shit. I bet she's probably worried.
Yeah.
Well, I told you, you got to stay out here because you got to keep them from listening. They can't listen here, and I don't know why.
Hmm.
Who is coming after you?
Oh, geez. Who? You tell me. First thing, there. So you come out here, right? Where all the people can't pay attention, right? Because there's a magical interference of this here temple. So he can't find you here, and that's good, right? Because you don't want him to. They are artificially inflating the cost of portals to create demand to collapse the gnomish economy, and that's just fact. So I don't know if you're just believing everything they're telling you out there, but that's just what's happening.
Okay.
And there's more. Do you know that the last silver piece that was made with real silver was over 50 years ago? They've replaced it with tin and no one has noticed.
I'm gonna pull out one of the silver pieces we got paid today.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Oh,
like
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
can I
Bite
like
test.
bite it and like scratch off the surface, see if it's actually tin underneath?
Sure. Go ahead and give me perception
Perception?
or investigation. What do you want?
I mean, perception is an 8.
Um, per, but it's a pretty low perception to tell if something is tin or
Yeah,
silver.
especially silver. Like, yeah, there's a pretty big weight
Um,
difference there.
yeah, it's silver. It's actual silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like so as you're doing that, you're thinking about it and you're analyzing this. You're like, no, this is silver. And then you look and he is like continuing to talk to the rest of your party, and
Mhm.
he's like going into like this story about how like this dragon slayer was like not actually a dragon slayer, and it's like he's on his 5th conspiracy theory. And then he's talking about how like we're gonna run out of precious metals, so pretty soon all money's gonna be on paper. And everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, right.
All right, now you lost me.
Come on.
Yeah.
You had me at they're always listening, but now
That was a bit of a stretch, man. Come on.
paper money. Come on.
How would they back the currency if it was. It's just an idea. That doesn't make any sense. Paper's worthless.
Stupid. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, he's chatting with you guys. He goes over the things that you kind of already know. Is like that he is convinced swamp mushrooms are a thing. Wet forest mushrooms are a thing.
So
Well-
it seems like you want to be here, and your wife wants you to come home. Do you want to like go talk to her and then come back?
Is she mad?
Seems like it.
She's
I
not
think just
happy.
disappointed.
A little worried.
Oh, it's
Worried.
always-
Also,
It's worse. Now, see, worried. I know you're lying.
She seemed worried. She didn't want you to be dead.
Yeah, I mean, she legitimately didn't want you to be dead. We should
Okay,
say that
look.
much. It would mean a lot if you would just come say hi and show her that you're okay.
Well, what does it matter to you? Oh, y'all are doing one of your. You said what? Why did you guys say why you were coming out here?
It's a
No.
school project.
Oh, school. So you guys come from the school of dungeon divers.
Yeah.
Close enough.
We've been out here for a long time.
Oh, well, why didn't you fucking say that? You got to use your fancy SAT words.
So the school
Which,
used to be
um,
called the
University?
Academy of Dungeon
SAT
Delvers.
in this world is a spectral aptitude test. It's for divination wizards. Okay. So yeah. So he goes, okay, I see. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to do nothing for nothing. So we need to find the mushrooms. I'll tell you what. You help me find the swamp mushrooms, and I know where they are. And I will help you get out of here
Well, if you know where they are, why do you need help?
because there's a bunch of spiders.
I knew it.
Oh, of course there is. All right.
Like
well,
a
should we
lot.
do that tomorrow?
There's like a building of spiders, and then there's bigger ones in the tree.
Yeah. No, we were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you don't do it quick enough, then the pygmies come out.
We met them in the temple. Yeah.
They're pretty easy to deal with.
Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
until there's 30 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I train the poisonous snakes to kill. Now, wait a minute. How many poisonous snakes did y'all kill?
Uh,
Killed like
3
4.
poisonous ones.
definitely 3 poisonous. I don't think we got hit by the other one.
Yeah, there's one real big one.
Betsy. She's fine.
Oh, good. 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 Give me
You
a.
may have
deception.
oversold fine.
Give me a deception.
7.
She said she had to move.
You're lying, and I know it.
Well, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're
She's
lying,
not-
and I know it.
a pygmy got it.
Why would you lie to me?
Well, your snake
Well,
tried to
feel
kill
better.
us.
I didn't want you to be sad. I'm sorry.
I'm so sad.
Can I give you a hug?
Don't, you've done enough. You killed her. She didn't do nothing. Well,
She-
I'll tell you what though,
she
now
attacked
we
us.
definitely have to keep a watch now because the snakes were what was keeping the things in the temple.
Right.
Oh, I actually don't even know if we should camp here no more.
You know a
What
spot?
things in the temple?
Hey, Billy, go clear out that temple.
Oh yeah, Billy can do it.
Dog runs
Work, work, work.
in. Yeah. I don't even know why it runs like that. It's the strangest thing.
No, you didn't trade him to do that?
Okay. I go through life one day at a time, and sometimes they try to eat you, and sometimes they become your friend. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't
Weirdly,
say that I
feel
do,
like I do.
but I would love to hear more about it.
Well, so I met Billy, and you see that. launches into a story, and you guys are able to set up camp and prepare for the day tomorrow. As you guys are in camp, what do you oh you guys got some items, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna
Let's-
set up the
let's take
bells
a
and
look at this.
twine around the
So
campsite.
but you'll see, like, you'll pull it out, and Billy be like what did who got what? Remind me.
Oh, I
I
got the
have the
hat.
hammer.
I have the armor.
Okay. So like, for instance, like when you guys are all sitting down in an idle moment and you pull out that hat, you see Dirk kind of goes, he's like, "Oh, you got the healer's hat. That's cool."
Oh. Yeah, I was worried. I didn't want to put it on because I knew a guy who put on a random hat that he found in a random ruin, and let's just say it didn't end well for him.
Oh, did his legs turn into pudding?
No, he exploded.
Well, I guess that's a type of pudding.
You know what? You're not wrong.
So but like, yeah, he basically points out the hat and he says, whenever you get divine healing, you gain an additional 1d4 healing.
Nice.
And he'll mention, and don't forget, you got to sleep with that under your pillow, or else it won't work for you.
I will definitely do that.
Yeah, and you guys realize that's Dirk's way of saying it has to be attuned. You got to put that under your pillow so it gets used to you, so it gets used to your scent.
What about this quiver? Do you recognize that?
Oh yeah, you got that. I think that's called the Maverick Quiver.
Maverick.
So you got to keep that on you for if you're doing trick shots, and that's going to help you. Yeah. So that's gonna, anytime you're gambling or doing a game of chance, you get a +1 bonus to whatever the skill is, whether it's insight, sleight of hand, but it has to be around
From my
gamble.
quiver?
from
All
your
right.
quiver. Yeah.
All right.
And you got to sleep with it under your pillow.
Of course. Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Got the hat, and then Ragnar got, well, you switched the hammer, didn't you? You got the Mind Scour hammer. It disrupts all telepathic communication within 20 feet.
Hmm.
Huh.
Including your own.
Oh.
So if you guys are relying on that. For your armor, he points out the very light red tint that it has, and tells you that it reduces fire damage by 1.
Cool.
And then the pike. It's called the binding pike, and when you hit a creature with this weapon, the ground beneath binds to its feet, slowing its movement speed by 5 feet. Has no effect on creatures that fly. And that's what you got.
Are these available to add to our character sheet?
Yes.
They are? Where?
Oh, you mean, I don't. You'd have to make it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh.
All of my learning curve this prep time, even though I did have extra time, was like how to use this system and how to I was deep in Dungeon Alchemist, like adding moving trees, like, because you can make them bigger, small. Yeah, there's just all types of shit you can do.
Mhm.
Anyway, so yeah, as you guys are talking, you guys will, it's like, yeah, we were looking for you today, and he's like, oh, I just taking a nap in my boat. It's so funny because it was one of the first suggestions that somebody threw out there.
Yeah.
And I said no.
You guys
We're
went
always
like
there.
exact opposite way.
We could have found him so long ago.
Always in the last place you look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we are touching up 5 p.m. So
Mhm.
this is a natural good and good natural stopping point. So he agrees. He's agreeing to leave if you help him get swamp
Mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Okay.
Maybe that flammability idea will finally pay off. Or spider webs flammable. It's light the thing on fire.
They are. Yeah, they are. And you get like 3d6 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Fire damage.
Web's a pretty
They
decent.
burn up in one turn. I know that.
Yeah. Web's a pretty decent spell if you want to stop people and then hurt them.
They're telling me I just chuck a fireball at that tree and it goes up in flames.
Well, you don't see webs on the tree, but yeah.
Dead tree.
It is a dead tree, so it would burn quickly. Yeah. 2d4
Absorbed.
fire damage if you start your turn in the fire.
Does anyone
Well,
have
guys, what a wonderful. Glad we finally got back into it. Glad everybody came in. Glad the new system didn't cause just a lot of gratitude over here. This was a crazy week. I apologize for the delay. We had a death in the family, so that has taken up some of my attention. And then also learning this, and then I had a work trip in Seattle, and then a dog bit my partner, and then so it was not good. And then when I saw it, I got to the ER and they took the bandage off, and I saw it. I went, "Holy shit!" And the doctor looked at me like, "Don't say that." And I was like, "Holy shit, that's not as bad as I thought." And he was like, I looked up, like, "Did that save it?" And he went, like, he couldn't see him because like she's facing this way, and I'm like, I look over like this, and I see it, and I go, "Holy shit, it looks so good." And he goes,
"Wow."
I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know." But she handled it like a champ.
That sucks though. That's
No, it does suck. And it was like, obviously I'm joking about it because of how like it's fine. The pain and recovery is bad. Don't get me wrong. Like I've been dealing with that, but overall. And then sleepover. I have 13-year-old children in my house. So I'm delaying ending the session because as soon as I do. Yeah, so 3 sessions in, this is a lot of fun, but playing with you guys always is.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts around the table?
I forgot. We should ask Dirk with a K if there's a Dirk with a C around.
Were
Something
you
for next
working
time.
all night, Nishan? I know you mentioned you got off early or today. Were you working all night or no?
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm mixing up 2 different things then. All right. Well, guys, thank you. Did we officially say I'm no longer responsible for signing off because I can't do it right every time? Did we officially decide that or no?
I mean, it wasn't really officially, but last time you just said.
I thought we decided that you do it from now on because it's funnier this way.
You take a shot and then we cover
second
it,
that.
and then
I have because I looked at I can't I'm not going to show you my prep document, but like it's like here's what's in this section, here's what triggers random encounters here, this, that, and the other. I have tokens just off to the side of the map ready to go, and then I have notes on the intro, I have notes on the recap, I have notes on everything, and then it's just like, and then it's over, and I'm like, oh, we must have decided I'm not doing the outros because otherwise I would have prepped something.
no.
Okay. How do I want to close this out? We are trying to get this is not related. We are trying to get podcasting up so that each play session will be 2 episodes, and we can release them the recorded episodes weekly, right? And then we have our bonus ones coming out. Jason and I are going to do that next weekend, right? Are we good?
Yeah, we are going to be doing the actual. So this is the playcast. We'll be doing the podcast recording soon. There've been a couple delays on that front. The within this week, we've been posting these to YouTube for everyone to watch and check out. but within the next week, we'll be deciding on the platform for submitting the Playcast as a audio only podcast to a different subscriber platforms, and splicing it into audio only, so that you can come here, watch it on YouTube, or watch it on your favorite podcast provider, or listen to it on your favorite podcast provider.
Which I'll pre-apologize. I know we're referring to like, oh, that's over there, or like you're gonna have to. It's to your left, and people listening to the audio are gonna go, I don't. What? So
We'll work on it.
well, like I've listened to other podcasts that do a similar thing, and it doesn't bother me too much. So
No.
I take my apology back.
It'll be fine.
You heard it here first, folks.
You know what? You know what your option. You know what your other option is. If it annoys you, is to not listen. That's
Well, you just go and watch it on YouTube.
or you go watch it on YouTube.
Then you know where left and right is.
That's the
Stage
other key
left.
component. I had to describe why, not why, but like how, like I basically something happened and I just like which way is north, and I just was like that way, and my kid was like, "What? How do you know?" And I was like, "Because the sun's coming up." And she was like, and I'm like, we failed. We have failed.
Yep.
I failed specifically.
I mean,
Okay. Yes. So that's coming down the pipe. Improvements every episode. I think we've made significant changes for the better every single episode. And we're gonna get to a spot where we're like good. So don't worry about that. But I had so much fear and anxiety after from doing the first one until I watched the first one. Because as I was watching it, I was like, okay, it's a show, it's listenable, it's watchable, like I enjoy this, so as long as there are more than one of me, we'll be okay.
Oh God.
We're gonna be all
Double
right.
snakes, double the spiders.
Quadruple the HP. Good shit. Well, guys, yeah, no, I can't thank you enough. I know we have a couple people that have been watching and continue to watch. Thank you goes out. You guys are ground floor. I'd love to. Have you guys ever found a show like as it like comes out? Because typically, like every time I find something amazing, there's like seasons of it already. You know what I mean?
that's kind of how I
Mhm.
prefer to find things.
I guess that's
Then you
true.
can watch a bunch of them.
Yeah. Don't run
Yeah,
out of
no,
material.
for sure.
Yeah.
I get that.
The yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit about doing more promotion, getting word out a little bit more often, because right now it's a lot of word of mouth, and it's been nice to get the feedback from friends and whatnot who have been listening, that that have been enjoying the show and enjoying listening and watching us play. Hope to keep that up and just expand it to more people.
I think there's gonna be a good, yeah, because I put it in my work group chat. I was like, hey, do you guys like D&D shows? You should watch this one. I don't know who's in it or anything, but they're great. They're just like, and they were like, your name matches, and that's you. And I'm like, yeah,
And
Surprise.
yeah. All right, guys. Truly, like this is one of the funnest things I'm doing in my life. So I appreciate you. We are
well,
I don't know how to like.
thanks everyone for
See,
watching
everything that I'm
ADHD&D
thinking of
Academy.
saying- everything that I'm thinking of saying is like from something. So like I'm trying to like I'm like, oh, don't do that's Truman Show. Oh, don't do that. That's that show. I'd say goodbye, but oh, you can find us. What's our come to Discord. It's ADHD&D Academy. Is that the link?
Do we have a link?
Yeah, the link is
We have
actually
the
on the
server.
Twitch page.
It's on the
Oh,
Twitch
there-
page.
Yeah,
Go to the
also
Twitch
on the
page.
YouTube. So click that link, join us on Discord. come and play games with us, talk to us, tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely all that. We have we did not, I'll tell you this. We didn't start recording before we had sort of like broken the main arc of the campaign, and it's I am there I'm very I am holding myself back from helping you guys through some of these hurdles more quickly to get to the story, because I want to see the story, and I want to see y'all's faces when the twists and the reveals happen and the sudden but inevitable betrayals. Speaking of quoting things, um that's what. Okay, can we just turn it off? Can we just
No,
like
you have to
stop?
do an outro right now.
No,
Go.
like,
Nope,
but
right now.
let's just turn it off. Like, what if I didn't have to think of anything else to say, and we just
Everyone just goes.
It just goes to black. It goes to ending soon. But we do have to give a shout out to
Okay.
our sponsor of today's episode. So today's episode of ADHD&D Academy is brought to you by 997 Ball Bearings. Get them at your favorite store.
Kendrick's Ball Bearings, proud sponsor of ADHD&D Academy. We
When-
only sell to
Put them in the
Boston
hole.
When 1,000 is just 3 too many.
customer. We only retail orders under 1,000.
You get encumbered if you have those three. It's like 997. You're not encumbered, but you get three
Yep.
more, and boom, encumbered.
The
Yep,
ball
can't
bearing
run
that
anymore.
broke the camel's back.
Ball bearing that broke the ball sack. Nope.
What?
Nope.
Rewind. Try it again.
If you had stopped when I said stop, we wouldn't be in this position.
Right.
Okay. For ADHD Academy, I don't like that. Hey guys, here's the thought. We, on the count of 3, will all say goodbye. Okay, and then we'll just hang up.
On 3 or after?
He stole it.
You just hung up.
He stole what I was gonna do. I was gonna cut him off mid-sentence. Just go to fade to black, and then he just ditched us. All right, we're hitting the ending soon. Thanks for listening. This is Jason signing off for DM Steven. Everyone have a good week. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.